How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to another class showcase for a work in progress mod. I was going to do Fugue next, but she released by the time I was about ready to get to her coverage. So I'm going to deviate real quick, and I have to show them off. This is something I've been waiting for a long time, and a lot of other people. Every time they would post this character's art, everyone would spam this. Pogfish! If you've seen my community posts, you know exactly what I'm about to unveil. The Pelagic Idol. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you this strange little dude. This strange little dude is very interesting. He has a gimmick to where 6 of his skills change the secondary effect of his main skill, Song of Insurrection. He is also a very potent damage dealer. He has some healing capabilities. He doesn't have any stress healing, but he has bleeds, blights, stuns, movement control, lots of crowd control, lots of debilitating effects to the enemy. He's good at some debuffing, not like Omen Seeker, but he's got a couple debuffs under his belt. And he has a couple niche skills that are questionable, but their effects activate a very powerful effect for Song of Insurrection. So using them can be somewhat of a boon. He wants to be in dance teams. He is best situated in positions 2 and 3, but he can also function in position 4 or position 1. He can also move your allies around. He is got 7 unique camp skills, unlike 4 plus the normal vanilla 3. So, like I said, he's a strange dude. He's got his HP is on the lower end of things at 34 at level 5, but his dodge sits at 30, even though the modifier there says 24. He has 9% crit, 8 to 13 damage, so I think that's in the realm of Crusader Hellion damage. Hellion, who's like one of the best like omni-range delete sticks in the game, and 8 speed, which is pretty damn respectable too. His resistances, 20% stun. His blight is pretty laughable at only 10%, but his bleed resistance is 50%. His move resistance is 20%, but not that he really cares about being moved around. He's omni-range as fuck. 50% disease, 50% disease. Very good debuff resistance as well at 60%. And then only 20% trap with 120% trap disarm, which is pretty nice. So you can use him to as your trap disarmer as well. So let's go over his skills real quick. First up, we have Song of Insurrection. I ain't going to cover the different effects there, but I'm going to explain what the gimmick of this class is, thematically and mechanically. I've already explained some of the mechanics. So the idea is he's using the conch on his hip to summon different pelagic creatures from the cove, right? And whatever he's summoning with the Song of Insurrection, he's doing full neutral damage. So he's doing his 8 to 13 range with a 9% crit from anywhere in your party and hits any enemy. Plus whatever effect that creature gives Song of Insurrection. So he is a summoner, but also not. So mechanically, you're using another skill. Say, I'm gonna go over here to Thalassic Skewer. Use Thalassic Skewer. Right there at the bottom it says Song of Insurrection summons Deep Stinger. You go over here to Deep Stinger, you go all the way down to the second last one. Now Song of Insurrection is doing full damage anywhere. Now it's a stun and reduced bleed resistance. You follow me so far? Now, as far as I'm aware, you cannot stack multiple summon effects together, and I believe Song of Insurrections keeps the same effect until you use another skill that changes it. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't play tested them too much there, but that's generally what is going on, and I fuck with it. I fuck with this idea a lot. He's very strange. The closest comparison I can make with him is he's kind of like Warlord in a way, to where he's not guarding allies, but he can like kind of help reposition your party. He wants to be in a dance team. He wants to just make everyone's life on the enemy side miserable as fuck, while being able to pack a pretty good punch on his own. I mean, you'll see some of his skills when I get to them, but he's pretty good. So Song of Insurrection, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm going to constantly keep referencing it, but as is, you're doing full Omni range, 8 to 13 damage with 110 accuracy. Not bad with 9% crit. So, Worship Me. Now, we're kind of starting off a little weak here. I'm not a fan of Worship Me. I'm not entirely sure what it's doing. I'm not entirely sure what the design philosophy behind it is. It activates a riposte, and the riposte doesn't do any damage. It can be used anywhere, of course. The riposte itself is 8% crit, and minus 25% healing received, and minus 20% stress. Or no, plus 25% healing received, and minus 20% stress. Now, is that to himself, or is he just buffing himself with crit? I don't know what's exactly going on with this. Is the healing percent being applied to the enemy? Is it being applied to himself? The tooltip is kind of a little weird here, but what is pretty good about Worship Me is on riposte is a debuff mark, 100% base, so he wants a little bit of debuff penetration, or whatever you want to call it, to land a mark on this riposte. So that's not bad. Plus allies, minus 5% damage versus Eldritch. I guess that's okay. Worship Me is not the most interesting thing to use, but Song of Insurrection, you get Pelagic Shaman. Pelagic Shaman, this is actually pretty good debuff. Minus 35% debuff resistance, and minus 20% dodge. On top of a big meaty hit you're hitting them with. That's really nice to see. I wish it was minus 20% prot, but that's just me with a prot debuff and armor piercing boner talking there, so don't mind me. I just don't like prot on my modded enemies. But Worship Me as is, just a big I'm not sure how I feel about it. Now we're going to get to the good stuff. Pressure Crash, usable in positions 2, 3, and 4, hits enemies 2, 3, and 4. A bit weird. 115 accuracy, minus 67% damage modifier. The number chosen for that is weird, but it's got a 14% crit. Bypass stealth. Now the tooltip kind of broke it here. It steals the stealth. So if the enemy is stealth, he steals it and he takes it for his own. So he transfers the stealth from them to himself. Minus 25% accuracy multiplier. Holy shit. Yeah, we have Trapper 2.0, lads. Minus 25% death blow dealt chance. Little niche, but whatever, you fucking nuking their accuracy. Minus 33% healing done. Can be pretty good with some modded enemies. Cooldown of 2 rounds. And you get Pelagic Guardian. This is a fun effect. Pelagic Guardian can't be guarded. Bleed 4 for 3 with a very meaty hit, Omni range. Delicious. It only gets better from here. So Pressure Crash on its own, a little niche, but it activates a pretty powerful effect for Song of Insurrection. Worth slotting just for that powerful effect, and it has its niche uses. Plus, great for nuke and accuracy as well. It has its uses. Now we have Walk the Plank. This one is one of his support skills. That's kind of a gamble. Now, you can see this as anti-shuffle. You can see this as whatever you want. It has some interesting uses. There's a lot. It takes an ally of your own, pulls them 3, throws them to position 1. There's a lot of great uses for this that comes to mind, such as Wanderer, point blank shot from Highwayman, a couple other things. Only 5 stress, but the person you pull to position 1, 33% crit. Boom, massive. 40% stun resistance for 3 rounds, massive. Now the major downside is they're going to be taking 25% more crits for 1 turn, but the big downside that really sucks about this skill, you need to plan carefully around it, minus 20% death blow resistance for 3 rounds. That blows majorly hard. So you need to be careful when you use this. But the main reason you want to use this on top of, putting someone really powerful up front to nuke them is it summons the Uka Major. Stun and knockback 150%. Knockback 3 with a stun. Omni range, just straight up any fucking enemy you want to beat upside the fucking head and send them to the fucking Shadow Realm. You run that walk the plank and you press that song and you blow the enemy to fucking Davy Jones' locker. That's the sole reason. Plus, with a massive crit boost to someone that's going to be in position 1. You see what I mean about this dude being really weird? He's fucking weird. Look at this derpy ass fish. Look at this fucking pugfish. He's fucking weird. I fucking love it. He's got some powerful effects hidden away when you think about it, but this dude's weird, and I love it. Alright, on to the topic of weirdness. Mysterium Maelstrom, heal party 5 to 17. Not bad. Shuffle group. So you're shuffling the whole party. Just everyone's gonna be freaking dancing their asses off with a powerful heal, and it can only be used in positions 2 and 3. Good heal with no cooldown, by the way. And it summons the Sea Maggot. Sea Maggot, 5 blight for 3 rounds, minus 3 speed. Debuff. Okay? Okay. That's pretty good. That's a pretty decent blight. But that speed debuff as well? On top of the major damage he's dealing out? Neutral damage? Any target you want. Let that sink in mind. Song of Insurrection hits any enemy. And this can be used anywhere. That's pretty good. That is really, really good. Now we have Pelagic Skewer. This only gets better. It's only going to get better from here. Pelagic Skewer. Forward 120 accuracy plus 25% damage modifier. This is what? Bleed out territory? 25% damage modifier, 12% crit, bleed, 5 for 3, 100% armor piercing if in rank 2. Usable in positions 2, 3, and 4. Hits any fucking enemy. This dude's he's just going to take his staff and stick you with the pointy end, and you're going to feel it. And it summons the Deep Stinger. This one's also really fun too. Deep Stinger. Stun, 140% base chance with a minus 25% bleed resistance debuff. Any fucking enemy you want, just okay. This is fucking great. That's fucking good, man. I don't fucking know what the hell's to say other than like, holy shit. It's like, you look at his first few skills, like, okay, it's like, okay, this is interesting. It's like, okay, you're cooking. So, okay, oh shit. It gets better. Just wait, it gets even better. I'm not to the good part yet. Coastal Sweep, frontline cleave, back to 115 accuracy, minus 20% damage mod, 4% crit mod, bleed 3 for 3, which is okay, knockback 3. Just fucking hand the motherfucking enemies and bleed them, and just and it summons the Pelagic Grouper. The Pelagic Grouper is one of the weaker ones, but still a pull to minus 15% move resistance. It's fucking fish is weird, man. I'm getting Giga Galaxy Brain ideas for fun teams with this little fucker, and I love him so much. I haven't even used him a lot, and I already fallen in love with this weird fucking kit. He's so fucking weird, but he's great. Alright. I mean, he's fast enough to do some plays. Let's take a look at his camp skills now. So, first up we have Proselytize. One companion minus 15 stress if they're not religious. That's all it does if they're not religious. If they are religious, 15 stress and 25% accuracy multiplier versus Eldritch for 4 battles. So they take a little bit of stress, but they're going to be hitting Eldritch a little bit harder. Now, he has another skill that is going to give him crit versus Eldritch for religious types too. Now, in base game and any modded content that you're not running vegetation overhaul with, this is very good. But if you're running vegetation overhaul, a third of the enemies are just going to magically lose their Eldritch classification due to, vegetation tag being more prominent, blah, 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 blah. I'm not the biggest fan of what you call monster group buffs or whatever, mostly because they add on to what's already a good skill. Like, look at Holy Lance. Holy Lance, you just fucking delete the motherfucking backline, but it has damage versus Unholy, but you're not using it because of the fucking damage versus Unholy. You're using Holy Lance because, hi, Mr. Courtier, you're fucking part of the cement now. But that's Proselytize. For 2 costs, for minus 15 stress, that's actually really good. Barnacle Feast. Time cost 2, 20% max HP heal, cure bleed, remove mortality debuffs. Chef's kiss, beautiful. With only a 20% chance of 100% disease resistance just being nuked, that is okay, but that's fine. Now, next up we have Pelagic Doctrine. Pelagic Doctrine, one companion, if not religious, minus 15% stress taken. And if they're religious, they take more stress, but they get 15% crit versus Eldritch. So, it's back to what I was saying about monster group buffs being kind of a little niche, but for time cost 2, for non-religious types, they're not going to be taking as much stress, but for religious types, they're going to be doing crit farming against, crit stack and then fishing against Eldritch targets, which is pretty good. Crits are nice. Crits are life. Crits are stress heals. They let you land things. I don't need to go on a tirade about crits. Everyone knows I love crits. But crits are nice. Doctrine, niche. Same with Proselytize. It's good for the stress heal. Again, niche, but pretty good. Barnacle Feast, fantastic. Ordained Follower. Now this one's pretty interesting to set up because you're marking a target, one companion, mark target for 4 battles, 8% crit and 15% prot. You're giving someone even bigger reason to go crit fishing, and you're giving them a little bit more protection, so they're taking less damage overall from all sources besides dots. And what I really like is the small little tidbit added at the end where 20% virtue chance if they have Cove Adventurer. That's nice. But minus 20% virtue chance if they have Cove Fope. I like little quirk interactions like this. It gives a little bit more flavor to a class without, it's, again, like I said, monster group buffs. It's nice when you have it. It's nice and thematic. It's nice when you have it, but you don't really want to build around it. This is nice. But marking a target, it can be a double-edged sword because there's a lot of powerful attacks in Champion that can really fuck up someone if they're marked. Be careful with this ability. Ideally, you want to put this on someone that can self-sustain really well or have so much damage mitigation it doesn't fucking matter. Or put this on Jester when he solos. Solo Jester and Antiquarian. Well, not. If you have an Antiquarian in your party, you're not using Antiquarian to tank. You're using Antiquarian to fucking dodge buff spam to the entire party and sniff those vapors really well. But yeah, mark target. You got to be careful with it. Mark target, enemies targeting marked targets in lower difficulties, they seem to have a strange bias to ignore that in lower difficulties, but in veteran, and especially in champion, they seem to prioritize mark a lot fucking more. Some modded enemies also will only go for mark target as well, regardless of the difficulty. It depends on what modded enemies you're using. The KCC, HBM, and Home for Lost Monsters, HFLM. Those three, I don't think they have always target mark enemies, but more the DD2 backports like the Triurgian and the Gaunts and stuff like that. And the Pillagers, they have a tendency to always go for mark because to them, they coded the mark to where mark is combo, basically. But anyways, going off on a tangent. Be careful with mark. Don't rely on it, but also be careful at the same time. It's really weird. Lower difficulty, you're not going to really kind of notice it. Later difficulty, you will fucking notice it. With some modded enemies, you will fucking notice it. Regardless of difficulty, it's just one of those things, man. Just be careful. Ideally, you don't want to be marked, unless you can handle the mark. Anyways. Pelagic Idolatry. Self only minus 25 stress plus 25% max HP. That's nice, except for the downside. His low HP really wants that extra HP, but not for the stress bomb. 10 stress to all your allies if they're not religious, and 20 if they're religious. That's kind of hard to justify. I mean, it's only a 3 time cost, but I don't like that. I don't like the stress bomb. He really needs the HP though. If it gave him like one more buff, something, I don't know. It just feels too punishing for fixing the stat. I mean, his other stats are really good, so it's not really fixing anything. I think him having the lower HP, it kind of balances it out with some of the powerful effects he's got in his kit. God damn. So he's got 7 can skills. Let's take a look at the last 2. Now we have another kind of situational skill, but it's still a very good situational skill. Lurking ashore, self only, 3-round stealth. That's pretty good if you know you're going to go into a boss fight or have a nightmare fight, yada yada yada. This is nice. What's really nice is 30% chance monster surprise. Fan-fucking-tastic. Any effect that gets rid of the RNG that Darkest Dungeon shoves up your fucking ass and just plows you into the fucking dirt is a good skill to have. What's even better is the 15% scout chance in the cove. Now, it's only to the cove, but scout chance is one of the best passive buffs you can give to yourself to, again, remove some of the RNG bullshit that Darkest Dungeon can throw your way. When you scout rooms, they're guaranteed not to fucking ambush you and get the leg up on you and really rock your shit in. Especially, like I said, in Champion. So, like I said, that's why dodge is so fucking good, because if you don't get hit, you don't have to take stress or anything. Anyways, Lurking Shore, time cost 4 may be worth it. I would say it's more of a 3. Maybe let it get scout chance in other areas, like maybe 5 or 10% in non-cove areas to make it justify that 4. But that's just my little small nitpick. And then we have Abyssal Boons. This is just an antiquarian style skill. Produce random supply item and random trinket if in cove. Time cost 1, usable 3 times. Nothing too major. Early in the game, this is very nice to have. And late game, you just kind of go, I got 3 million gold, I don't care. Early in the game, this is pretty nice. So, what's the verdict? I think it's fucking clear. I really like this dude. I haven't even fucking used him too much, and I already love this dude. He's great. I can't wait to run him, and I can't wait to show him off. Let's go to the dungeon. Hey guys, quick little note here. In between me recording the initial impressions of his kit and the dungeon. There have been tweaks and patches in between that filming and the filming of the dungeon run, so some skills are going to be a little bit different in the dungeon run itself than the first impressions video. So just as a quick little heads up, that's all. So like, for example, if Pelagic Skewer no longer hits position 4, in the feedback portion of the video, it would still hit in position 4 and it had like a 25% damage mod. Now it's a 15%. So anyways, take care, enjoy the rest of the video. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Pogfish Supreme, the playable Pelagic Shaman, the Pelagic Idol. So, in this team, oh wait, I didn't show the team yet. So we have Tempest, Practitioner, Pelagic Idol, and Orochi, or Viper. Sorry, I keep saying their actual names. So, we're running for Pelagic Idol. We have Song of Insurrection, Mysterium, Maelstrom, Elastic Skewer, and Coastal Sweep. We're also running Molted Tail Feather from Trinkets Plus, 3 speed, a little bit of less stress crits received, but at the cost of more stress. And of course, Faithful Feather for a little bit accuracy and even more, like in English, I swear, less crits received. So we have a grand total of minus 16% crits received. So Pogfish ain't going to get, well, Pogfish Supreme is not going to get crits anytime soon. Regular Pogfish, maybe. So for Practitioner, we have Combusting Talisman, Invoke Enera, Elastic Remedy, and Strike the Earth. For Tempest, we are running Phaser, High Voltage, Amplify, and Energize. Dolmen's trinkets are Cursed Afuda and Box of Mandarins. Vetra's trinkets are Mortal Rebirth, part of her Crimson Court set, and Impulse Gate. And then finally, Orochi the Viper, we're running Tongue Pull, Venom Mist, Sweeping Slash, and Slithering Stab, with Corrosive Blade and Distended Crow's Eye for a little bit of accuracy, and this is for a little bit of blights. So that's the team. A little bit whimsy, a little unpredictable. We have 3 healers technically. So we have Tempest, Pogfish, and the Pelagic Idol all ready to heal. The only one not capable of healing is Viper, but she's mostly here for the damage, blights, and this, that, and the other, disrupting the team with pull. And let's see, you're here for damage, a little bit of healing, and making things lives miserable with Song of Insurrection and Deep Stinger. Practitioner, just here for the moral fish support. Tempest, here for the riposte, spam, and energize. Also, high voltage nukes. Anyways, that's the team. Let's get right to the first fight. Oh yeah, I also wanted to say everyone has a training ribbon, so 5 accuracy and 10% prop for the entire quest. Go ahead and give that to Pogfish Supreme. Alright, first hallway here. Do I want to interact with this? No, not particularly. Oh, dodge the trap. That's good. Yeah, courtyard invitation. I have 30 of those. I'm good. I really need to go and finish up the bosses for this estate. Okay, let's keep going. Go ahead and grab this real fast. Why not?
Another mariner, another misfortune.
And we got torch text. Collect the torch, get torch text. Hi, Death. How's it going? Alright. Cool.
Festering fear
Consumes the mind. Well, I'm gonna have to kick your ass, Death. Here we go. Nice little start. Get rid of that block. Oof. Got a mark on Pogfish there. Go and activate Amplify. Nice. That riposte off. Alright, we're going to start with Sway. Okay, what's your position for buff? Then position 4, Blight Chance. Ah, perfect. Just what I needed. Ready? Go ahead and combust some talisman. We're gonna have to ramp up that debuff quick. Okay. Time to heal. That's a really good heal. That's a very good heal for the cost. I think that heal could use a 1-round cooldown. Just 1 round. Doesn't have to be any more than that. And it would feel fair. I think Death walked into the wrong party. This is stupid. I'm so sorry, Death. It's so fucking sorry. This is funny. So I be blighting. Why, thank you for staying so consistently in position 4, Orochi. It is very handy. I'm gonna get rid of that bleed though. So I be blighting. Jesus Christ. This is unfair. There we go. Oh, that's fine. I'm pretty sure Pogfish #1 can handle that.
The abyss returns even the
Let's go ahead and clear off that horror though. And let's go ahead and just do a little one of these.
sedated.
Jesus Christ. Ooh, good call. You're still bleeding though to death though. That's fine. That is fine. We're almost done with this fight. As long as his turn don't go and he doesn't die to the dot. Alright, we're good. Bye, Death! Come back with a stronger... Oh, wait. Well, I was about to say it wasn't going to apply to this situation.
Triumphant pride precipitates a
Okay.
fall.
That was fun. Go ahead and heal that off a little bit. So anyway, what was I talking about? Right. So this team is very shuffle happy with Mysterium Maelstrom. I think it having a 1-round cooldown would balance it out with that massive heal. Because that is a massive heal. Especially it's spawning Sea Maggot for Song of Insurrection. But anyways, Death walked into the wrong party. Oh, groupers with an occultist. Cool. Alright, let's see what old fish lips here can do. Let's go ahead and heal again. Very good, very good. Let's go ahead and do Amplify just to get that going. Perfect. Alrighty, buddy. Let's go ahead and get this going. Perfect. Now we're gonna do a little sway. What's your position 2 buff? Position 2 buff is crit. Ah, perfect. Let's go ahead and snipe you. And got a blight. Spearfishing, I'm gonna pull you up front. That's fine. My party doesn't care where they're at in the group. As long as Pogfish #2 stays in the mid range. Alright, alright. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. Lots of riposte too. So let's go ahead and coastal sweep. Just like so. So I can do this. Put a restoration on you. Yeah, that works. That worked out perfect. Alright, your position 3 buff, I think it's accuracy. Yep. We're going to do a little of this. There we go. Landed on everybody. Then we want to slowly take out this occultist. Or just take them out now, that works too. Oof. That's fine, these guys don't do any dots, so... As long as you don't get, like, focus fired.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Does Seaward Slash have a position 3 targeting? I don't think it does.
No quarter.
Dolman hit, like, Death's Door twice now. Alright. Insolent Beast. Go ahead and do a little... this. And do a little this. Ah, perfect. Honestly, I don't want to pull them forward. They're better off back there. So, let's go ahead and sway again. Position 2 is crit. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, perfect. You're dead, or just about dead. Alright. Well, this fight worked out pretty good. And just do a little this. That stress is mounting pretty quick, though. That's unfortunate. We're not going to sway it. We're just going to pop them.
Slowly.
See ya.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Alright, perfect. Sure, we'll go for another heal. See what I mean about that heal needing a cooldown? Alright. Let's do a little high voltage. T-pose. BM. Perfect. Very nice.
These nightmarish
Go ahead and grab
they can
most of this. Drop the rest. Alright, so far so good. Nice little scout there. Let's go ahead and keep going forward. Alright, you need some stress healing. Do we have any trap disarmors? Yes, we do. Pack has already been booted. Of course, just my luck. Okay, go and camp here.
huddled together, furtive and
Alright.
vulnerable. Rats in
Oh,
a
the
maze.
fish blinks in camp. Christ. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do here. Self only, minus 30 stress. If religious, plus 15 stress. If not religious, 10 stress. One companion, minus 20 stress. Could do this if not religious. I'm pretty sure Dolman is not religious. So let's go and do this. Fret not, there's still hope for your kind. Fish talking to a fish. Very funny. Alright, we have an artifact of Serenity. One of his skills will benefit from this. Fervor, Faults. Nope. Serenity is for the stress heal or the knockback. So let's go ahead and fish for an artifact. Fervor, perfect. Perfect, that will benefit Invoke. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and give the party... See if we can prevent nighttime ambush. I don't think so. No. So we're going to have to chance the ambush. I could do electrodynamics, but I only have 2 stunners, you on crits and you with a certain skill to summon either the crab or the stinger. I kind of want to give the party dodge. Let's see. Let's go and use Entranced Sway. Get rid of this stress. There we go. And now I could put the mark on Vetra. so her repulse and crits will stun a lot more, and she gets focused more. Or I can give the party more dodge with a 10% multiplier. It's a good skill to have. And then what would I use for the 2 cost? I can only use Barnacle Feast afterwards. Talisman won't do anything. Well, I guess LED. Alright, dodge and LED. Imagine for a moment a tiny sphere. Should not die this day. Alright, let's go. Let's head left. Screw it. So far, so good. I'm really enjoying the Pelagic Idol's skill kit. Let's go ahead and change up his skills real quick. Let's run Pressure Crash. No. Walk the Plank, Mysterium, Coastal Sweep. Let's run this. I want to show more of his skills. So each of his skills, like I said, summons, well, quote-unquote, summons one of the pelagic monsters from the cove. And it changes how Song of Insurrection works. So Walk the Plank will summon Uka Major. Uka Major gives the stun and knockback 3 to Song of Insurrection's base damage, which is really nice. Very, very nice stuff here. Alrighty, let's go and loot this. You can never have too many torches.
Is only the first test.
Alright, 3 groupers and a supplicant. There's 2 groupers up front is going to chew up the front line. So let's try to get rid of the second rank and go like this. Yep, perfect. Then, go and walk the plank with, go and walk the plank with you. That way you get that massive crit boost. And you, we're going to amplify. Since you're in position 2, you have a much more higher base chance of getting targeted. And we're going to blow him up with Invoke Enera. That 100% damage boost. Thank you, Artifact of Favor. Spear fishing. Spear fishing. That's going to hurt. No, not really. Come on, attack Vetra. There you go. He's dead. Fucking got atomized. Dust to dust. Ashes to ashes. Alright. Boom! Walk the plank, motherfucker. And you get turned to dust. Test me again, I dare you. I love this game. When it wants to love me back. Delicious. Well, you're dead, and you're dead. Delicious. Alright. Well, that's all I need to see here. Let's go and do a little heal. A little tiny heal. Perfect. Then there was none. I almost kind of wish that arterial pinch was the skill, not the slam, but the slam is very funny. Alright, let's go and grab that and drop the rest. Okay, let's change up the skills real quick. Let's take off sweep and run skewer. I find it funny that Tholastic is used on 2 skills. Tholastic Remedy, Tholastic Skewer. 2 completely different mod authors, 2 completely modding periods. It's just funny. Hey, our object of the quest. I'm gonna get rid of the gold. Don't need gold. Alrighty. Brackish Tide Pool. I'll get that on the way back. Nothing here. Okay. Viper. Go ahead and drink up. Water is purified. Cleanses the hero. Swap everyone around. Let's keep going. I really love the practitioner when I can use more of his skills that kind of benefit a shuffling party. Pogfish, number 1 there, the practitioner, is always a really good antiquarian style hero, and it's actually a lot better than they seem. One, they're just a straight upgrade to Hellion damage wise, even though Hellion? No, they're a straight upgrade to Antiquarian damage-wise, but they don't do some of the cheese that Antiquarian is capable of, such as dodge cheese with the Vapors. But still, a very, very good hero. Nice, well-rounded class, I feel. Okay, grab the Fervor. I would love to get a buff to, I would love to get Artifact of Faults. Let's see, Emerald. Let's go ahead and drop the Jade. Go ahead and interact with you. I know me not playing 100% fucking optimally really tilts some people. Good. Good. I hope it does.
May we find victory.
Alright. Mostly because I don't need gold anymore. And I just ignored that brackish tide pool. Hey, Squiffy! How's it going, buddy? How you doing? How's the crew? Well, walk the plank there, Viper. There you go. Practically spitting venom. Yeah, that sounds about right. What's your position 1, bud? Ah, stun skill. Well, shit. Can't be doing any of that. Let's go ahead and slithering stab the Bolsum. The Admiral. This piece of shit. Boom! Big AoE damage. Alright, I think we can kill him pretty quick. But I want to set up Amplify. Setting that up ASAP is always good. Oh, go ahead! Shuffle my party, please! This party can exist in any configuration. Uh-huh. Like an isopod. Gotta hate that thing. Oh, goody. Accuracy. Well. Up 2. There we go. We'll work down that isopod one way or another. Well, sorry, grouper. Oh, consumed by the abyss's fury. Felt that from here. That's okay, Squiffy. I like your music. Don't listen to the haters. They're all haters here. Eh. I'm still laughing at how much I clowned on death, though. So long, Squiffy. Maybe you'll shuffle my party another day. Not this day. Let's go and heal Vetra. Heal up old Vetra. And honestly, sway, even though I don't need to. Slithering. It's just you now, Isopod. It's just you.
The ground quakes.
You're making Pogfish get personal. I am your god! You tell them they're Pogfish Supreme. You tell them. Alright. See ya! Oh, you rolled very low on that.
The slow death.
It's whatever, they're dead to dot anyway.
Unforgiving.
Okay, Onyx. Yeah, right there. Get rid of the rest. Let's go ahead and head right. Come on. Orca! Fish slips. We need a boss. We need a wandering boss. I do have the Raiju now. Maybe we'll get the Raiju this week. He is wandering. He is a lurking. Hey, what the fuck is that? The fuck are you? Huh? I've killed you before. I don't remember you. So anyway, I started stabbing. Damn, I managed to bleed you? Impressive. Amplify. Void, you're adding weird monsters again. I know these things, but I have not seen this. And I don't think this is from the other asset. This is from... because this thing is sitting on a chest. Anyways. Let's go ahead and do this and blight the motherfucker. Can we even blight you? Yes, we can. 60%. No restoration for you. Good God, 55% prod. Ugh. Yuck. Gotta be careful. Pogfish Supreme don't have a lot of health. High prot, low HP enemies. Honestly, good focus you. You're just dead next turn. Yeah. Or just dead now. Fuck. Jesus Christ, Tempest. Oh, I was going to heal. You bitch. Ugh. Oh, thank you. Let's go ahead and do a little... this. Did not blight. Let's go ahead and do a little AoE damage. Okay, you're dead. You're almost dead. Let's go ahead and cure off this blight. And let's go ahead and do this. You will regret that. No, you won't. You just got healed, Vetra. You fucking bitching about that? Shut up. Here we go. Alright, what you gonna do, fucking Patrick? Stupid jelly starfish. Okay. Well, it was nice knowing you. Wherever the fuck you were. Alright, perfect. God, I love this fish. Let's play around with some of the other weird skills. Pressure crash, walk the plank. Actually we use walk the plank. Want to show off... I don't have a reason to use worship me since there's a lot of eldritch enemies. And I'm not running any marked killers. So basically he just does the same pose that the Pelagic shamans do and go, worship me! Basically, fuck... The best way to think of Pelagic Idol, if anyone's played Baldur's Gate 3 and found the Kuo-toa, or played D&D period, no Kuo-toa, that manifest their belief, they're able to weaponize their religious belief into reality, basically. Their religious fanaticism can warp reality and make such things reality. They have magic that kind of operates specifically for the Kuo-toa, and Kuo-toa are pretty much fish people that look kind of like this in a way, but a little bit more trout-like. But anyways, that's what Pelagic Idol kind of reminds me of, but less insane. They seem, based on their barks, they seem to be a little bit more intelligent if they have a bit more of a god bias, or not bias, but kind of like a god complex. That's the word. They believe themselves to be a god. They're trying to use the people in the hamlet to crush the inferior ones in the cove and kill the heart of darkness, blah 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 blah. They want power at any cost, it seems like. But anyways, that's some of my yapping, rambling shenanigans. Let's keep going. I can't talk today if it's not apparent. Alright, let's go ahead and use this, drop that, don't even need it now. Really? Another trash encounter? Come on now. Give me something crazy, give me something weird. Throw a fucking orchid at me. Throw me a swine scavenger since he can appear in any region right now. Come on, give me the Raiju. Something, guys. Well, we're going to use Pressure Crash. No reason to use this, but we're going to use it anyway. So we're going to hit you. There we go. So he just blows in the horn. Alright, we're going to use Amplify. 2 Supplicants and 2 Groupers. Not the scariest thing in the world, so it's not terrible. Alright. Venomous. Let's get them all sick and dying. Bonk. There we are. Predigestion. Getting vomited on. Nice. Well, you're dead. This is the last fight for our dodge buff, though. Yep, last fight for the dodge buff. Unfortunate. There we go. You're dead. Thank you, Pelagic Guardian Bleed. That's always nice to have. Tongue pull. Get you up front. Well, I pulled him a little further than I wanted to, but that's okay. We'll take out your friend in the back there. Alright, let's go and do this. A little tiny heal. 18. You can get hit down to death's door. Or you can just dodge like a fucking champion. Jesus. Nice, 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 nice. Pop like zits and they're gone. Beautiful.
Success so clearly.
Thank you for all the jewels that I totally don't need, Dolman. You are a fucking god of loot, just like Antiquarian is. I'm very tempted to do a vanilla Darkest Dungeon 1 hero tier list. Just to make some evergreen content and clickbait content. Because bitches love tier lists. And I'm a bitch, and then I like making them. Well, I like how Dolman was like semi-stressed earlier in the dungeon. Now he's like not stressed at all. Beautiful. I'm done with the quest, but I want a harder fight. I want something scary to just rock my shit. Go ahead and just loot this. Hey, Fervor. Cool, cool.
Otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, sure, I'll take this. And drop the extra food and consume said food. Don't need the blood. Hey, here we go. Somewhat scary, but not really. I actually don't have any armor piercing. I do have a bit. Oh, why'd you gotta go stun the star of the show? I just noticed that's a Crimson Court jellyfish. Great. Crimson Court Plus jelly. These things are fucking obnoxious. Well, we'll work you down first. Alright. Here we. Plus I whaley maggots here. That's gonna hurt. Ugh. That's gonna hurt. Alright, alright. That impulse gate is doing some fucking work. Well, you're dead if I go for you. 7 to 13, that's not terrible. Honestly, with that fucking crab, we're gonna need to put a restoration out on our low HP dudes. And let's go ahead and walk the plank on you. Because I want to land a blight or a bleed. You ass. You better resist it. That bleed fucking hurt. That bleed hurts. Ah, oh, perfect. Thank you. That actually works in my favor. Position 2, 10% crit. Beautiful. Oh, look at that crit chance. Oh, look at that crit chance. 97% chance to crit. Fucking hell. That's beautiful. Alright, you're going arterial. You're going title slam. Swing and a miss, motherfucker.
Inspiration and improvement.
Alright. Good, good, good. Doing well so far. Pressure crash. Alright, you're dead. Let's go and do this. Perfect. What debuffs you got? Minus 20% prop. What is this doing? What's the minus 20% prop from? Who the fuck lowered his prot? I have a prot debuff? What in the hell? Minus 25% accuracy. Steel stealth. Yeah, this needs its tooltip tweaked. So minus 25% accuracy, minus 25% death blow dealt chance, 33% healing seals. Minus 8 accuracy. Minus 8 accuracy is from something else. But minus 20% prot. Damn. Was that from pressure crash? If so, this is a lot better than I thought it was. Good God. Oh shit. Go ahead and stun the maggot at least. No, no stuns? Okay. Well, don't mind if I high voltage now. And we're going to blade you. We're going to sway into the blade. There we go, you're dead. Bye. See ya. Goodbye. Delicious. Alright, let's go and heal a little bit. Just a little bit across the party. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep it going, lads. Come on, give me a fight. Give me a fight. Give me a torch tax. Come on. Uh-huh. Blech. No. Are we done? Hey, and okay, normal code fight. We'll round this out with bowling an isopod to death. Alright, let's go ahead and open up with Amplify. There we are. Perfect. Sway into Venom Mist. Right on the fucking isopod. You're first number one. Pressure crash. Yeah, don't mind if I do. We're gonna see the debuffs. No, that's not the... Really? What was debuffing prot? Was it you? Can't be. Wild. Oh well, AoE. Spread some damage around. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, you gotta dodge, grouper. Fuck you. No one likes you. Uh-huh. I think that needs a skill effect. Let's see. Walked plank. You know what? That's not a bad move to do here. Let's go ahead and walk the plank on Hogfit. Get a double crit stun. Or double stun crit. And we'll do... Alright. I don't know. We could try to bleed the front here. But who am I kidding? Just blight this thing down to death. Swing and a miss. Uh-huh. Actually, we need to kill this urchin. Let's see. 7 damage. Eh, not bad. Alright. Strike the earth, catfish, go!
Death waits.
Ow!
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
I forgot. Grouper riposte. I forgot about the grouper riposte.
Gnawing uncertainty. Place of dread.
That's okay. I'll kill the grouper real fast. Holy fuck. That fucking hurt. Finally. There we go. Call of the deep. Oh, of course you do. Alright. Let's go ahead and put a little restoration on you, buddy. There we go. In case you get hit down to death's door, you won't be hurting that bad. Come on. Blow him up. Of course you missed the one target I wanted you to hit. Whatever. The isopod's dead. Whatever, you stupid urchin. Alright. So long, shaman. Alright. Pelagic Idol? Go ahead and stab him. Oh wait, you can't stab him. Whatever. And the Scaly Squad wins again. Not bad. A pretty average co-run. Not too bad, not too bad. So, the Pelagic Idol. Very fucking fun. I really love the gimmick of using his skills where he summons like different fish people to attack with Song of Insurrection. Song of Insurrection is strong, but it's not necessarily something that makes me want to press it all the time unless I have the Yuka Major, where I go, okay, stun knockback, stun knockback. That's a really powerful effect. Due to the fact that this needs 2 turns to power up to be like really overpowering, in trash fights, quote unquote, anything that's not a mini boss or a boss fight or elite fight, this is very good. In longer fights where stun is not as useful, then I would be looking more at the blights and the bleeds and stuff like that. But he's very versatile and he's very weird as well. He's very, very, very shuffle friendly, and I like that. His melee skills are very good. His support skills, now Pressure Crash, I'm still like, mostly the minus 25% a multiplier accuracy debuff is good. Everything else, I'm just not. Pressure Crash is something is 2 skills I'm just weirded out by. But Pressure Crash summons Pelagic Guardian, and Pelagic Guardian's not that bad of an effect because you get rid of the guarded and you bleed them for a decent amount with full damage. So, like I said, and Worship Me is again weird as well, but you're getting Pelagic Shaman, which you're lowering debuff resistance and dodge. So, like I said, weird dude. Very weird dude. But a very, very, very fun little duder. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for the Pelagic Idol. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. The next showcase is going to be both the Ex-Soldier and the Fugue. I'm going to be rolling them both into one video. Mostly because the Fugue is already released. The Fugue is already released by the time I was getting around to recording these showcases. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit behind. Sometime in the near future, I'm going to be starting up some new games. Stuff like that. Something for Halloween. Something I haven't played for. That's going to be real fun. Anyways, guys, take care. I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.